This is why you are in a sales slump. You could be putting these 10 trip hazards in the way of your ideal clients. I'm Kenan Buckner, and my husband and I run Market Media Co. here in Devine. We help small business owners with their websites and marketing, and today I'm going to share with you reasons you might be putting yourself in a sales slump. Why aren't people coming to your door anymore? Why are people stopping calling you? You used to get lots of phone calls. You used to get lots of hits on your social media feed. Well, today I'm going to share with you 10 trip hazards you could be putting in the way of your ideal clients, thus leading to that slump in sales. Number 1, you might have outdated information on your Google Maps page. Is your website up to date? Can people find you when they look for you? When I was in college, I took an internship in Nashville, Tennessee. Now this was pre-smartphone days, so I actually had a Garmin GPS with me to be able to find where I needed to go. So this Garmin had to be updated over the internet, and I had purchased it about a year prior and had never connected this device to the internet to get its updates. As you can guess and probably imagine, that meant there was some trouble along the way whenever it was trying to direct me places. One day I was desperate for some coffee, and so I had plugged in a Starbucks. Now this Starbucks was supposed to be inside a Target, double win, right? Well, I punched in the address and it was directing me turn by turn, and guess where I ended up? A very empty parking lot with a big vacant building that used to be a Target. So, lesson learned, right? If the information is not up to date, it doesn't matter that it's out there. It's actually causing frustration and getting people like me, little interns, lost in the big city. So if your website does not have an up-to-date address, you could be causing the same frustration that this poor intern had back in the days before smartphones. Number 2, you have the wrong address on your website, or it's not hyperlinked so people can easily click it from their mobile device. Number 3, you have the wrong phone number or an old number, or maybe your inbox is full and people can't leave you a message anymore. It's time to check those voicemail boxes and make sure there's room for when people give you a call. Number 4, you have odd hours, or you're not keeping the hours that you've posted. You might be missing out on sales because people are coming to your place of business when you're supposed to be open and you're not. Maybe it's time to switch to by appointment only, or make sure that those hours are up to date across all channels. Your website footer, your Google Maps page, your social media accounts, all of those need to have the correct and updated information. Number 5, you might still have a ton of old photos on your website, pictures of employees that no longer work for you. You want to create some familiarity with your ideal customers so that when they come to your shop or place of business, they see people that they've seen before. So make sure you get those photos updated and keep your staff page up to date. Number 6, your mission might not be clear. People may not know what you sell or know your most profitable products. If you spend all your time talking about those little piddly jobs that don't make you much money and hardly ever talk about those more profitable gigs, then guess what? You're gonna keep selling those low-hanging fruit. Go ahead and talk about your big projects and the big things that make you tons of profit. That way you can attract clients that need that service. Number 7, your website is not mobile friendly. Let's face it, everybody is Googling and searching from their mobile device. If you pull up your website right now, is it easy to find the information that you most get questions about, like your hours or your prices? If it's not friendly to your mobile device, then it's not friendly to your customer's mobile device. Make sure that your website is easy to view and easy to navigate. A quick tip I've heard is to have an 8-year-old check out your website. Can they tell you what you do? Can they tell you easily what you sell and how to reach out? If an 8-year-old can't navigate it, probably your customers can't either. Number 8, the 8th trip hazard is inactive social media. What do I mean by that? Does it mean you have to post every hour of every day? No, I don't even do that either. But you do need to have consistent posts. If it's been a year or several months since you've posted to your business profile page, when people go find it, they might think you're out of business. They may not realize that you're still open. So make sure you pick a consistent and attainable level of social media interaction and stick to it. Number 9, inconsistent messaging. If you have this trip hazard, then your customers are really confused about what you do. Do you braid hair or do you watch poodles? Is it obvious to your customers what your main goal is? If you've got multiple businesses represented under one header, it might be time to separate them and make it more clear to your customers what your goal is. Number 10. The 10th trip hazard you're putting in your customer's way is not connecting personally with them. If it takes you a while to answer your work email, or if you're slow on answering those DMs on Instagram or don't even know how to do that, you could be putting a trip hazard in your customer's way. People expect a lot these days. We have a customer that is a restaurant and they currently receive tons of private messages about their menu, pricing, hours, etc. while their business is open. So make sure that you're checking in at least once a week on those devices so that you can connect with your customers. Want to see if we're a good fit? Marcus and I would love to learn more about your business and how we can help you. Visit markandmediaco.com and click book a call.